My dear friends, truth works on many levels, as many there are levels of consciousness. If you search for the truth through sense organs and technology, you will find only matter and matter. Then you can believe only in material science and nothing beyond. If you search through intellectual analysis, you will find cosmic void, nothingness, nirvishesh Brahm, nishaktik Brahm or nirvana. Then only existentialism will be appealing to you, or Advaita Vedanta, or Nirvana of Buddha. If you search through experience, you will find pure awareness to cosmic consciousness. If you search through meditation, you will find Kaivalya. If you search through devotion, you will find God. If you search through cosmic love or even lunacy of love, you will find Sri Radha and Sri Krishna dancing everywhere. Swami Prabodhananda Saraswati Pat sings in Vrindaban Mahimamritam. Ye Sri Radha Muralidharayo Srila Padaravindo Sparshanandat Pulakitatano Chandamara Srudhara Yat Pushpadyayi Swayamatirasatau Mitho Veshayetam Vrindaranya Drumatanu Mahadanya Danya Namastan. My blissful gorgeous selves, Shyamat Shabalam Prapadye, Shabalat Shyamam Prapadye. I am speaking to provide antidote to the afflictions and poisons of modern world, whose God is Mammon and whose predominant religion is an arrogantly emotionless science which seems bent on suppressing what humanity remains with us. My discourses help you to become artists of consciousness through techniques, through intellectual flight, and through feeling, through bhakti. Singing Lord Krishna's exploits with sincere devotion, you can develop intense love for Sri Krishna, which will give you immense joy. And when you know all these stories I am telling you, the mystery, the meaning of life spontaneously unfold and reveal. And this series of revelations and wonders combine together and send you into ceaseless ecstasy, my dear friends, that is unconditional and causeless. Punjibhutam prema gopangananam murti bhutam bhagaveyam yadunam eki bhutam guptavittam trutinam shami bhutam brahma me sannidhattam. My dear friends, after Lord Krishna appearance from Kalida, and among the jubilations, soon night fell, all gopas and gopis are very tired to go back home. Krishna is here with them. Who cares for anything? Home, going to home. All rested in there, keeping Krishna in the middle. At night, Agni Dev, the fire god, thought, Now they are sleeping. Tomorrow morning they might eat nearby fruits and smell flowers which are contaminated by poison. Cows too will graze. This may hurt. So Agnideva rose up in flames and started burning everywhere all around. He wanted to do a humble service. At midnight Gopas felt heat. They awoke only to find themselves surrounded by wildfire. They all shouted aloud, Krishna Krishna Mahabhaga, He Rama Mida Vikrama, Esha Ghoratamo Vanne Tavakan Grasate Hina. Suduttaranna swan paye kalagni surida prabho na shaknumastat-charanam santyaktum akuto bhayam. O Krishna, O the blessed, mighty Savior of mine, where are you, my Lord, where are you? This terrible fire is burning. We all, Gopas and Gopis, who are your own, protect us, O Lord. Then Lord Krishna woke and said, Fear not, please. And he stood up, and lo, in front of all, he swallowed up that fierce conflagration, my dear friend. Then, in the morning they came to their home. All Gopas stayed home, my dear. A big feast was given to the whole town. They all sat with Krishna all day and dined together. The best of heat puris and rabris and kulchan and malais and rasgulla. That is the best in Vrindaban. They ate innumerable delicacies, my dear friends. Lohar kale yamuna tire tire vane vane Gitavasa parigrado nadavesho manohara Vetra pridvaden vanshim gopinam pritimavan Mayura vichabhin maule sagve Krishno bhavon repa. In the Lohargal forest, in the banks of Yamunaji, along the woods, where cuckoos are cooing, peacocks are dancing, birds are chirping, dressed as an actor, a dancer, decorated well, holding a cane, playing flute, wearing peacock feather crown. Sell one flower garland, enticing love in the hearts of all. Sri Krishna comes back to Braj at the dusk and goes to the forest at dawn. Gopas surround him, cows walk around him. Agre gritva gavam vrindam, sayankale hari swayam. Ragai Samirayan Vanshim Srinanda Vrajamavijat, resounding the whole existence with the new melodies and tunes of the Lord, enters Vrindavan forest, where splendors of spring season is beautifying all around. It was summer, the Grishma, but the land is adorned with clusters of trees wet with spray. Chirping of crickets is drowned in the murmur of cascades. Breeze blowing over the ripples of streams, ponds and rills mixed with pollen of lotuses and lilies kept soothing the temperature for Krishna Leela, my dear friends. Blossoming flowers, cries of peacock, humming of bees, warbling cuckoos, and cackling cranes, and leaping deers and does, and monkeys racing, my dear, and lo, Krishna with Balaram and Gopal entered that forest playing on his flute, my dear. There, adorned with feather crowns, flower garlands, Krishna and Gopal dancing, 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 and then wrestling now, and singing now. Look, Krishna is dancing, Bhadra is singing, Anshu is playing flute, Devaprastha is clapping hands, all are rejoicing. Krishnasya nrityada keche jago keche davadayan Venupanidai sringai prashashan suratha pare. Wearing side locks, they are revolving in pairs, hands held together, long jump, high jumps, running and dancing, leaping like hawks, mimicking birds and bees, acting like kings. Thus they enjoyed the festival of Krishna's close proximity, my dear friends. Kvachin nrityatsu chanesho gayako vadako swayam Shashansadur Maharaja sadhu sadhviti vadino. Right then a demon Pralambasur came disguised as a Gopa with desire to kidnap Krishna and Balram and kill. He proposed friendship with Krishna and he looked like ordinary Gopa and he was accepted. Now Krishna announced a new play, He Gopa Viharishyamo Dvandi Bhuya Yathayatham. The play started dividing all Gopas into two camps. Some joined the group of Krishna, others joined Balaram. The roll of mounts game began. All losers carried the winners on their backs and reached Bhandirakam Namavatam Jagmuh Krishna Purogavaha. Now Krishna's team was the loser. Krishna bore Sridham, Bhadra bore Vrishab, and Pralamba bore Balaram. At last Pralamba acted on his purpose, my dear friends. He carried Balaram post haste beyond the limit set for dismounting the rider. Rather, he rose into the sky. All Gopas saw and shocked and cried aloud for Balram's safety. Balram was angry. He rose his mighty fist in the air to hit him, but got scared that he is in the party of Krishna and Krishna has taken him friend and he loosened his hand. Right then Krishna shouted, "Brother, kill him, he is demon." And right then the demon assumed his original demon form with burning eyes, glowing hair, fierce tusks, and soaring in the sky with a great speed. Balramji's fist tightened again as he was already sitting on his back near the neck. He rose his hands and dashed it on his head, which smashed his skull in pieces. Vomiting lots of blood, he fell down dead on the earth, my dear. Well done, bravo! Shouting thus, Krishna and Gopal ran down and embraced him affectionately. Abhyavarshan balam malle shashansu sadhu sadhviti. This demon was being too rough on the celestials, so they were also very glad. They covered Krishna and Balram with flowers and applauded them. The man was robbed, my dear friend. Let me tell you one thing. The man was robbed, the woman was raped, the businessman was murdered. There is big strike, nations are moving to third world war, rivers are full of pollution, things are getting costlier, cities are full of noise and smoke pollutions. If you just go on asking questions, why, after all, why? You will find out at last that the root cause of all hellish conditions, all tortures, all tensions are subjective, never objective. Remember, my dear friend, it is within you. The root cause is in your lure, in your lust, in your slippery, whimsical wish to hoard and purchase and grab things and persons and places upon which you projected your importance. No, you must understand now, okay? No matter what it is, in broad perspective, it is just too petty and tiny, trashy things like blades of grass near your foot. Unless and until you set your perspective broad, you are always going to dash your head on a holy cow dung. So, know and learn to stay safe with the help of my book, Setting the Perspective Right, my dear friends. Okay? This chapter of Sri Krishna Leela explains us lures for petty things have dumped us in a condition of a poison full of boredom, workaholic, talkaholic, money-minded person who is like surrounded by killer wildfire and no way to get out. Walls all around, vast ocean all around, thorny bushes all around, nowhere to go. Svairam charantyo vivishus trinalobhena gavaram. Tempted by grass, the cows strayed away too far from God. Okay? That is what it is said. Aja gavo mahishyascha nirvishantyo vanadvanam. Many scholars say cows who have no babies yet are called aja. And those cows who have many babies are called mahishi, my dear friends. Okay? What happened? It was already summer. They entered Ishikatavi, means castor tree forest, and tempted by green grass, the cows went away, far away, and they went too far from the Lord. And all 6 billion human beings of today have gone away, gotten lost. So, how to be back to Godhead? Not unless God Himself calls out, as the Upanishad says, Yamai Vaishavinodate Tena Labdha. If you have genuine search or true love of God, you really have been chosen up and called out. The Lord called them out to all cows. Taya Bhagavata Megha Gambhiraya Gira Swanam Nam Niradam Srandva Pradine Dobra Varshita Lord Krishna's tone reverberated deep as the rumbling of crowds. The cows too heard their names and overjoyed. They responded with a loud moose and tried to reach him but got lost in the jungle, my dear. They tried hard, and when they were about to reach him, a wildfire broke out, lapping with its fearful flames. Suddenly a wind blew, helping it grow. Stricken with fear, Gopas too saw, 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 surrounded by fire. All are surrounded by fire. They all cried out, Krishna Krishna Mahavira, He Ramamita Vikrama, Davagrina Dayamanan Prapannastratu Bharata. O Krishna, O Balram, O the mighty hero of invincible power, we are being barbecued alive by the wildfire, my dear, and you are pure vegetarian, therefore protect us, be gracious to us, O our ultimate refuge. Then Lord Krishna said, Nimilayatama Vaishta Lochana Nitya Bhashaka. My friend, please do not be afraid, just close your eyes. My dear friend, no matter how big trouble you are fallen in, just close your eyes in meditation. Suspend all modifications of your mind. Be established in your true self. Just become a witness, an onlooker, a spectator of the happenings, Sakshi, and no problem will ever be able to drive you crazy, neither to suicide nor even to single trace of heartbreak. Then what to speak of a spine break? All the friends closed their eyes and stood silent like first stage of Kriya Yoga. Lord just swallowed up that terrible fire and dismissed the peril, my dear. As they opened their eyes, by sweet flute music accompanied with cool breeze, they found themselves standing under the shady Bhanirva tree with their cowbells, and Krishna is standing Tribhangalalit under this tree and smilingly playing his flute. Great joy spread everywhere. With love-filled eyes, they began to see their friend winklessly. As the dusk fell, they drove the cows back to home. Krishna playing flute, my dear, Gopas surrounding, cows moving with heavy udders, and lo, Gopis saw, and their flower showers began, my dear, in whose absence a single moment hung heavy as 100 yugas. He is before their eyes, looking at them with his sidelong love-laden glances, innumerable messages through eyes and gesture, and river of love, a flood of love, filled the whole Brajamandal. Gasanyavardhanayane saramo janardana Venum viranayan goshtamagad gopairavestuta Gopinam paramananda asid govinda darshane Chanam yogashatamiva yasam yena vinamava Om 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 Om. Now, my dear friend, I am leading you into the description of rainy season and autumn season of Vrindaban. Rim jim badal garje, jhoma jhoma kar barase badarwa, bhijat kab dekho in naina, श्यामा जो की सुरंग चूनरी मोहन को परना. Shukdev ji said, "Oh dear King Parikshit, soon the summer vanished, the month of Ashad came and then Shravan came. The colossal rain lady came, extending their large wing of feathers. Peacocks began to dance, just as if they would be hairs of the rain lady called Pravrit Sundari, my dear friend. Flying swans in the sky in half circle resembles her pearl necklaces of Pravrit Sundari, the rainy lady. And crawling on the earth, red worms called Indravadhuti resembled red paste under her feet. Thick velvety grass, her soft bed, and rumbling clouds sang her praises. Blue sky, her sari, shaking lotus petals, are her flashing glances in search of that Prince Charming, Sri Krishna. My dear friends, time is a great healer, as all people say. In Vrindavan, in here, time appears often as a doctor, giving tonics and tablets by juicy rain shower and snowfalls. Bliss began floating in the air. Like in the vast space of cosmic consciousness, Brahm, the souls appear and disappear in billions, with trillions of explosions of devastations of ecstasies. The same way, in her season, the rain lady demonstrates to the humanity the clouds, lightning, thunder, luminaries, in trillions obscure the ever-empty sky. But they soon vanish away. Beings, therefore, must not identify themselves with coming and going conditions. Just stay as Sakshi, a witness. Otherwise, your hands and legs would move in bad or good karmas. Then you have to suffer the consequences. The blasts of pain and heartbreaks will go unbearable, my dear friends, many times. If you died without paying off all the karmas, all the debts, through boldly suffering all the devastating miseries, then it will come upon you. In the next life you have to carry the big mountain load. And then if you did not complete it, then the next, and the next, and the next. There goes 8 million life forms for you to suffer. So, the message is, just witness away, my dear friend. Witness away, please, all your health of misfortunes generated by your misconduct. Sandranilambujair vyoma savidyutstanayitnavihi aspashta jyotirachannam brahmayava sagunam bhavau. As many taxes the government has charged, that much hard works And under tough laws the citizens are put into, my dear. That many strains and stress they suffer. In United States of America and United Kingdom of England, taxes are a lot, more, too much. In compared to prosperous India of 3000 years BC, where working hours was only from 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. The, the, the situations of Western countries are like prisoners, but they are so brainwashed they never feel that they have been made prisoners of their country, like suffering in summer's dense heat. The citizens suffer. That's why as soon as they get chance, they run away in traveling. Western travelers are those who see you see in India, those Western travelers, they are with no spiritual quest, are some of those escaped ones due to immense heat. Immense heat of overwork, tension, frustration, and all the psychological problems. Like a king, the sun has absorbed water from the earth throughout all these 8 months. He has now ought to return them in abundance, and he is doing so. According to summer heat, their return too is plentiful, as in the Western countries government provides much more facilities to its citizens than the East can ever think of. That's why Easterners are running down to the West. Astau masan nibitam yad bhumyaschudhamayam vasu Svagobhirmuktumareve parjanya kalayagate. Huge clouds to the eyes of lightning when see the miserable conditions of the world, then as a compassionate, generous donor, they pour down cool water as gifts of delight. Shrunk through the summer heat, as the earth had become now drenched with torrents of rain showers, it became lush green. Exactly as in the beginning, seekers of truth becomes lean and thin and weak through special diet and long meditation and several austere disciplines. But soon the enlightenment comes on him, and he then starts growing big and fat as Trailanga Swami or Neem Karoli Baba. Even if they don't get enlightened, still belly fatness comes upon them as the Mahamandaleshwaras of Varanasi and Haridwar. Tapah krishnādeva mīnāyāsīd varshīyasīmahi yathaiva kāmyatavasatanu samprāpya tatphalam nishamukeshu khadyodās tamasā bhānti nagraha yatha bhāvaina vākanda nahi vedā kalau yoge. In the darkness of rain nights, not the moon and stars shine, but only fireflies, exactly as shrouded by clouds. Judgmental people in the age of Kali Yuga, 21st century, what to speak of the moon of eternal dharma of the Vedic way of life. But stars of Dhyana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga also do not shine. Only fireflies of Judaism, Christianity, Islam, communism, and socialism, like here sees, continue to flicker, my dear friends. Look at the situation. Hibernating frogs began to croak, hearing the thunders of clouds, just as Sanskrit students observe a complete silence during their Sandhya Gayatri meditations. As it completes, they start reciting of the Vedas loud, clear and constant in various pitches and tunes. Dried up rivulets overflowed their channels, just like when immature sons of the tycoons or shallow-hearted, petty-minded fellows get the riches, win lotteries, bet or gift, they slip into evil ways. Okay? Jalastalokasa sarve navamari nishevaya abhibhradruchiram rupam yatha hari nishevaya. With the meadows green, with the velvety indigo crimson, with growing mushrooms white, the earth appeared, and people resembled beautiful exactly as when you understand the truth, the absolute truth, or realize God. You do not look any more confused-headed, complex-faced, unclean, or rough-looking junkies as youths of modern generation appear. You begin to look sober, smooth, soothing face, shining eyed, a beautiful person. My dear friends, with rushing submergence of rainy rivers, sea became agitated and arose in waves exactly as the mind of imperfected yogis meditating in silent spot suddenly get in contact with their former favorites. Then their disturbance is unlimited. Beaten by torrents of rain, mountains did not feel the least agitated. Okay? They did not feel. Just like a yogi who has experienced the bliss of enlightenment never get perturbed or overwhelmed with even mountain big suffering and serious calamities. Okay? Or series of accidents or misfortune. They are not moved. Their patience is infinite. Just like when you miss your daily worship for days, your loving feeling, your transcendental mellows, born of growing relationship with God are consigned to oblivion as overgrown with grass, plants and shrubs, untrodden tracks become bushy and doubtful in the rainy season. Far-fetched, soundless, stringless, reflection composed, rainbow appears like formless, attributeless, Brahm, reflecting an individual ego, materialized in multidimensional world. Although luminous, yet screened by clouds, the moon shone so little as compared to a 0-watt bulb, exactly as a fulgent Atman obscured by 5 sheets and 3 bodies due to misidentification survives in utter darkness, not just a few minutes, but whole life, life after life, live near gutter in a stinking hut, in a stinking rotten clothes with foul mouth. If he or she is billionaire, a VIP, a governor, an actor, or president of America or US, UK, the stink is inside. Gutter too is inside. Only outside is clean and glamorous, my dear friends. That's the situation. Upon the each appearance of clouds, the peacocks rejoiced with their hair standing on end, spreading their wings big and wide, they danced in ecstasy. That reminds me of spiritual householders. When they see a wise man ascend arrived at their home, their inside begin to dance in ecstasy. Meghagamosamarishtha pratyanandan shikhandina Krishu dabda nirvinna yathachuta janagame absorbing water through their roots, all summer heat shrunk and scorched tree regenerated in fresh foliage, my dear friend. Fresh foliage, flowers and fruit abundantly. That's how exactly it happens, my dears, with stormy quest for God realization. A seeker renounces family life and takes sannyas, lives in the woods, meditates long, disciplining, curbing his desires and lifestyle. Still his efforts is not to God's satisfaction. He gives no indication of his arrival. Then the aspirant feels no drive, no guts, and no spiritual muscles to carry on further. He or she descends to a scholar or priest level, okay, and goes on a scripture lecture trips, gets money, builds ashram, home, centers, eats profusely, then his belly grows big and shoulders go robust through enjoyment of sensual pleasures. My dear friends, cranes continue to live on even when brink of lakes go miry and thorny. Okay? Just like in Delhi, in New York, in San Francisco, in London, in Tokyo, even when home turns worse than hell and family life worse than asylum, still petty-minded people, due to hanker for tiny pleasures, never think to run down to the holy man or to the Himalayas and seek wisdom. Rather they stay on and on negotiating, rebutting with items of that rotten living. Torrents of rain showers smashed, breached bridges, dams and houses exactly as invasions of Western cults and globalizations in India destroy or pervert the most healthy and integrated intergalactic way of life here as well as around the world, the ancient cultures. They are destroyed, smashed out. Clouds are often pushed back and forth by mind. Clouds are often pushed back and forth by wind, and they showered clean, sweet water, just like inspired by saints and sages. Governors and presidents perform large-scale humanitarian programs by which millions of people are soothed in their heart. Evam vanam tad varshidam bhangva gharjorajambumat Gogo Balarvardam Samala Praveshadhare Dhenavo Mandagaminya Udho Varena Bhuyasa Yayur Bhagavata Udadradam Vidyadnodastani Vanaugaza Pramudita Vanarajir Madhuchyuta Jaladhara Girirnada Nasaknada Drishe Guha Kochidvanas Madingrode Guayam Javi Varshadi Nirvishya Bhagavan Veme Kandamula Karaushana Nadyodanam Shamanidam Nilayam Salilandige Sambhojaniyar Babuje Gopai Sankarshananvita Sadhulo Parisamvishya Charvato Milite Kshanan Kriptan Vrashan Vutsukaran Ashya Sodho Bharasrama Pravrat Sriyam Jadam Vingya Sarvabhuta Budavaham Bhagavan Bhujayan Jagre Atma Shaktupakita. It was a vast jungle full of ripe dates and rose apples, my dear, in that sweet woodland. Sri Krishna entered with cows and his friends with Balaram to sport, adventure, pastimes, exhibit his pastimes for you to meditate on. Cows walked slow with a slight weight of their milk, but ran down fast, my dear, pouring out their milk as soon as the Lord called them on his tune of his flute music. The Lord saw the denizens of forest highly rejoiced on his arrival. Rows of trees dripping maple syrup and honey, tons of water flowing from the hilltop, resounding their murmur, which echoed in the nearby caves, my dear. At times when rain started, Krishna took shelter in the hollow of a tree or cave and sported, dining together with the Gopal, and delicious herbal bulbs and roots and fruits with bread, wheat bread and butter, and spinach cheese, and rice with curd and vegetables, and milk pudding with ghee and dry fruits, and on slabs close to the water they are eating, they are dining, my dears. Beholding gratified bulls, calves and cows sitting on the green meadows and ruminating, my dear, meditating on Krishna with their eyes closed while the splendor of rainy season spread out. The Lord Krishna welcomed them all. While the Lord sported in rainy season, the Atman lady, Dasharat Sundari by name, came in turning all dusty, muddy water into crystalline clean, like heart of the enlightened ones. Okay? And blowing gentle breeze, and spreading canopy of rolling white clouds. Lotuses are blooming. The lotuses are blooming among transparent water-filled ponds. once again, exactly as someone who betrayed the path of yoga and became dirty-minded with selfish materialistic thoughts. And when they resumed their yoga sadhana, they recover their purity and strength to overcome the petty-mindedness, my dear, and become happy. Sharada nirajodbadya nirani prakritim yayo krishnamiva chetansi punaryoga nishevaya. The Atman drove away rain clouds from the sky, relieved people from congestion of population boom, dried up mires on the walkways, and eliminated the turbidity of water, exactly as loving devotion to Krishna finishes all evil adjustments in all four stages of life. व्योम्नोब्दम्बुदशाबल्यो भुवः पङ्कमपमलौ शरज्जहाराश्रमणाम् कृष्णे भक्तिर्यथा शुभम्. Having showered all their water wells, clouds are shining in their white luster like yogis who have transcended their desire for raising family, hunger for wealth, and ambitions for fame. Thus their hyperactive tendency has been curbed, and therefore they have become composed, sober, and serene. Often at places the mountains release their pure water, whereas at other places they do not. Just as in light and the sand impart their ambrosial wisdom at times only when they see a fully prepared, qualified spiritual aspirant, while to others they do not share. They do not even look at them or even stone them away. Creatures like fish, shells, insects dwelling in shallow ditches never notice diminishing water level every day until they are scorched to death. Same way, always busy, workaholic, hyperactive, stupid householders of the families never realize the vanishing away of their lifespan every day. When they become old, white-haired, bumpy-head, broken tooth, they don't even feel anything wrong. Until at last they fall on their deathbed, too late. Those who are addicted to live lavish, luxurious life with a whimsical mind suffer hardships indulging in illegal ways of earning wealth. Worry, anxiety and fear they go through are as torturous as to the ditch-dwelling creatures in the hot autumn sun, my dear friends. That's how. Slowly and slowly lands are giving up their mud and mire and moisture, and plants and fruits are liberating themselves from their rawness, exactly as the wise aspirants of truth slowly, gradually give up their stingy identification with body and mind and all else, which are not the full true self, which is anatma. At the advent of the Atman, no more roaring of the ocean and rivers are heard. They became calm and quiet, just as stormy surf and nationwide voyages quietens down when the seeker of truth attains wisdom and experiences God within himself. The farmer stored the water making strong dams around their fields as yogis in the beginning stages practice yam and niyam and asana and pranayama harder to preserve wisdom and glimpses of mystica transcendencia. And Atman's hard sun caused terrible heat during the day. It is soothed by the moon, exactly as body obsession caused miseries are alleviated only by the advent of the wisdom, as the day-long tormentations of the gopis are relieved by vision of Sri Krishna at the dusk. Cloudless autumn sky looks charming at night, with stars twinkling brightly, like in the intellect of those aspirants who are sattvic, nature of peaceful mode. Correct import of the Vedas are revealed immediately, automatically, effortlessly. Full moon is illuminating in the sky with a star, as Lord Krishna with the gopis illuminates in Vrindaban, my dear friend. Thane do ek hi khohiya mahi, Shiva tat yamuna jal mein, Nirakha chanchal shahi, Hare kare badara, Hare kare badara, Tome shamo hirane re, Manda manda murali dhuni bajat, Manda manda murali dhuni bajat, Gajat madana nisane, Hare kare badara, Tome shama hirane. Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya, Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya, Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya.